Do not mind how I look. I was not expecting to jump up and make a video right now, but I am so excited.
It was late at night. You tossed and turned as thoughts began.
Alright, hey guys. So, I was just sitting here, like, fresh off of work. It's legitimately, like, 9:55, about to be 10 o'clock. I'm just sitting here. I was scrolling on TikTok and I got a notification from my Kindle, and it's like it says borrow these books before they leave Kindle Unlimited on the 15th. I'm scrolling because I like to see like, oh, like what got added and I didn't see it, or like what was something I potentially like wanted to read, and I'm just gonna like download before it gets taken off. Because I think as long as you have it downloaded, it won't, even like past the date, it won't get taken off until you decide to return it to Kindle. Then once you return it, you won't be able to get it on Kindle Unlimited unless you actually pay for the book. As we all know, I did a video reading Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Loved the book, gave it 5 stars. I think it's the last 5-star, like the last book I gave a 5-star, and I was saying in that book that I could not wait to read This Could Be Us, which is Soledad, Soledad's story, and her dynamic was just so interesting in the book, and I was just so excited to read that. But it was the only book that was not on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm scrolling through these books that are gonna get ready to get off of Kindle Unlimited, and tell me why This Could Be Us is sitting there saying Kindle Unlimited, read for free, huh? Because no lie, I checked last month because randomly the book popped up in my head and I was like, damn, I kind of want to reread Before I Let Go, or I think I'm going to buy the book. And I checked last month and it was not available. So I just downloaded it so quickly. And now I'm going to start reading it. I am so excited. It hasn't been like super long since I finished Before I Let Go, but I'm kind of a little like foggy on like everything. I think I'm gonna shamelessly watch my video and kind of like jog my memory of the book and everybody in the book. And yeah, I'm so excited. I have been waiting for this. I'm literally going to put every single book that I'm currently reading on pause, and I'm going to read this book, except for, like, I'm literally filming 3 videos right now. Like, this one, I'm filming Play Along, which is a Liz Tom Ford book, and Beach Read by Emily Henry. So, like, I'm spreading myself pretty thin here, but I am so excited. So, let's get into this video. Oh, this book is so crazy so far. Okay, so I don't remember if I said I'm making this book spoiler free or not. I'm gonna make it not, because I tried to make Before I Let Go spoiler free, and I was watching that video back, and I'm so sorry, y'all. I gave y'all nothing. So spoilers in this book. So let's backtrack. Soledad and Edward are having marital troubles. There we go. And we started the book meeting Jediah, and I really hope I'm saying his name right, but this is just how I'm gonna say his name. Besides the point. When the book opens up, him and his wife are getting a divorce, and he is, or I should say his ex-wife are getting a divorce, and they're talking about the custody arrangements because he has 2 twin sons, Aaron and Adam, and they're both autistic. They agree that Jediah is gonna have the boys mostly throughout the week, and then they're gonna go with their mom on the weekends. Whatever, besides the point. Then we fast forward 3 years later, and Soledad and Edward are still having marital troubles, and Edward works for this company, Cowpot? I don't know. Whatever. So we started the Christmas party. First of all, the way that Edward talks to Soledad, yeah. I talked about it in the last clip. Yeah, would have been divorced. Besides the point, we meet Soledad and Jediah meet at that Christmas party because it's his first time at the Christmas party. And he like sees her in line and they're chatting it up, whatever. She realizes like, oh, this is the man that my husband is calling his enemy. I forget his last name, but yeah. And he says he joined 6 months ago, or less. Yeah, 6 months ago. And he is working as the like accounting, like he crunches all the numbers or whatever. So the dad and Edward are having dinner with their kids. The FBI shows up. And they're talking about how he is embezzling money and close to $6,000, bitch. A felony. Besides the point. And she was like, who did this? Like, who reported this? She's talking to the lawyer. So they're talking to the lawyer. She's like, who reported this? And he said some guy that they hired at the company to crunch numbers, he called it in. So it was Jediah. And she's like, he did this. He's the reason that my family is now broken up. Da 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 da. First of all, I understand she's in a fit of, like, you know, like she's heated right now. But when she thinks in her conscious mind, hopefully she comes to the terms with, if it wasn't Jediah, it was going to be somebody else. Like, they were going to hire somebody else to come in and crunch numbers, because obviously they're losing money. And although they're a big company and $6,000 isn't like a lot for them, they're still losing money. Like, somebody's still stealing from them. So they were going to find out either way, babes. They were going to find out either way. And that is crazy, because I was like, okay, well, maybe he could have like a redemption arc. But I feel like when they try to get together and bring him to her like daughters and be like, this is who I'm dating, da 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 da, it's gonna go so bad, because now they hate him. They hate this man, especially Inez, because the dad, she's a daddy's girl, and he was saying like, he's the reason, and she was like, Mom, I don't know why you're defending him, da 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 da. Oh my god, it's just gonna be messy. I am in Barnes and Nobles today to find 2 books. I originally was gonna come here for 1. I really want Try Sixth Venom by Penelope Douglas. If you've read it before, beautiful book, 5 stars, love. And I also am gonna get This Could Be Us. I think I've seen This Could Be Us in the romance section, so I'm gonna go look.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want.
Did you need me help finding anything?
Yeah, I'm looking for Karen Ryan, the author.
She's gonna be over on this side.
Okay, over there. All right, perfect. Thank you. Oh, and the last book that I need. Of course, this is the only one, and it is dented in the back. I think I'm still gonna get it because, yeah. I think I'm gonna put some books on it and try to straighten it out, but okay. So, oh wait, but now I'm bending the front. Oh, I'm gonna keep that one and just flatten it myself. I was gonna ask her for the Penelope Douglas, but there's other workers there. Hold on, we need some lighting. Oh my, wow. Hey guys, oh my god. Okay, hold on, can I do it like, Hey guys, I just want to pop in here before I forget everything that I'm gonna say tomorrow morning. Remember how I kept calling him Jediah? Yeah, so it turns out his name is Judah, as the audiobook calls it. And every time I want to go say Jediah, I just keep seeing Judah. Anyways, besides the point, I just need to tell you guys my absolute favorite characters in this book is Adam and Aaron, the twins. Love them. I fucking love them. Love it. They're funny. Their interactions, love it. Love the awareness to autism. It's great. I'm at the scene where they were at the like harvest festival, and Adam asked the mom to go to like some pumpkin picking or whatever, and Judah is saying like he runs off the second she says yes, but comes back, grabs Aaron's hand and drags him with him. They are so cute. I love them. They are my favorite characters. Anyways, I'm now on chapter 21. So, my last update. Y'all, I'm back. I'm back. Listen, whoever said read a book to fall asleep, like it's so soothing and you should be able to fall asleep, has never met a reader, because my heart is palpitating right now. It is almost 2 in the morning and I have insomnia. Can't take my sleeping meds because I'm too used to them, so I have to try to naturally sleep, and I'll be up till like 4 in the morning. But you guys, the way that I love this man, I just needed to read this section to you. So Judah and Soledad are talking, and he says, it sounds like you're on a self-partnering journey right now. He says, no dating, right? Right. I lick my lips and nod numbingly. None. I think that's great, especially so soon after your divorce. He squeezes my hand, which he's still holding, and I don't want to distract from what you've learned about yourself. It's what he says. It's what I want him to say. What I need him to say. But Judah is something rare. I think we could be spectacular together. I'm not ready though. It's like feeling him with just the tips of my fingers and not being sure I'll be able to hold on. I guess I wanted to let you know that when you are ready to spend time with someone else, he says, I'd like to be someone. The way that I'm blushing like he's saying this to me, I love this man. I love how forward he is. He's very much like bam, just like his sons, okay? They're very much here's how I'm feeling. And no sugarcoating. I love that. And I love seeing the relationship between Soledad and his twins. Like, I'm hoping we got some more scenes with them. Yeah. I just needed to gush about that with you guys, because I love how he respects her journey. I feel like I said this when I was doing my last Kennedy Ryan read. I feel like she writes these books and these characters like no other romance that I've ever read. She writes these stories in a very realistic way. Like, these are couples that I feel like I know in my everyday life, or like could be my friends and them going through these relationships. It feels like you know these people, and it really makes me want to really get into Kennedy Ryan's backlog more. I did read Long Shot and like that whole series, but I want to get more into her other books because I just love the way that she writes, and I love the way she fleshes out her characters and just everything about her. Like, I am really becoming a Kennedy Ryan stan. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully this is the last update. Next time I'll update, it'll be daytime.
I'm doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What you want?
I think we're making some progression.
She's too scary. My hope is fun like Jackie Brown. I wanna know if she's too down.
Y'all, right here, this section right here, she's saying that as much as she wants to be with Jediah, she can't put that over being with herself. And she's like, I don't want to make the same mistakes that I made with Edward, her ex-husband. And he's like, I'm not Edward. And she's like, but I am Soledad. Like, I am the girl who chose comfort over truth? Did I ignore what was wrong in my marriage with my husband because I wasn't sure there was anything else for me? Did I not want to disturb the life for my girls? Or was it that I didn't want to disturb the life for myself? Those are questions that demand answers. And she says, maybe I didn't see how I could do better on my own. But I'm learning what I'm capable of without a man, just me. He says, or Judah says, and you want to be alone? She says, I want to know that if I am alone, it doesn't mean I have to be lonely, that I can be content. I am taking time to know and understand myself better, to converse with my heart, to listen to it. Period.
Get some in now, let your edge out. To some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now, got me bummed out. You so, baby, baby, baby. I've been on my empty mind, shit. I should've came from losing the rest of me. I worry that I wasted the best of me on you, baby, you don't care.
Hi guys, I look crazy, but we're gonna chat about This Could Be Us while I get ready for work. Also, like, hold on. Look at my shirt. Oh wait, hold on. Go Birds, because at my job today we get to wear football jerseys or like football team shirts. And I decided to rep my second team. Anyways, so I'm going to get ready for work. But I want to talk to you guys about This Could Be Us. Let me quickly just lay everything out. Okay, so let's have a chat. Last night I was reading This Could Be Us, and I was honestly getting like really frustrated with the book. And so I wrote literally like I wrote a whole bunch of notes. So if you see me looking behind you guys, I'm looking at the notes that I made for yesterday. Alright, so sometimes when I get into a book around, like towards the end, I kind of already have an idea of what I'm going to rate the book. And if by the rest of the book, like, it doesn't change my opinion, then it's the rating that I gave it. So right now, I am 78% into the book, and I think I'm gonna give this book a 4 stars. I like it, but compared to Before I Let Go, it's not giving me that 5-star feeling, and here's why. So I appreciate the storyline of Soledad, like, wanting to take her time to get to know herself and like self-grow and stuff. And honestly, like, if the whole book was about Soledad, like, leaving her ex-husband because of the, like, money laundering, money extortion, like, that scandal, whatever. If it was like that, like, her ex-husband got arrested, and now she has to fend for her kids as somebody who has always been, like, a house mom, and also, like, learning to love herself. And honestly, like, that was the whole point of the book, like, her getting into a relationship. I honestly would like it, and I would be happy with it. Like, you could wrap up the book, and I would be happy with it. But knowing that this is supposed to be a romance book, in the back of my head, it's all that I'm waiting for, and, like, what I'm mostly looking forward to in the book. So, with that being said, Soledad and Judah, I still want to call him Jediah, Judah, they don't, like, have their first, like, spicy scene until, I want to say, 75% into the book. Like, right now, I'm on chapter 36, and there's 45 chapters in the whole book, so I only have 9 chapters left, and they're just now, like, starting to kind of see each other a bit more, and, like, now they're somewhat getting physical with each other. Like, I feel like we're getting into the relationship stuff that should have been happening like 50% into the book. Like, they should have already kind of been hooking up a little bit. They should kind of be like going on dates and kind of like figuring out like what they want to do. And I'm saying that because now I feel like with 9 chapters left in the book, we're kind of going to be rushing stuff. Like, we're going to be rushing them getting together and figuring out this like whole blended family situation, because in Judah's situation, he has Aaron and Adam. He has his 2 sons. They're both autistic, and it's very like, not, it's mentioned in the book that they don't do good with change. So it's going to be, you know, a period of them adjusting to their dad dating somebody, her having kids, them being around all these other kids. Like, it's going to be an adjustment period. And also, not to mention, like, there's the bad blood between Soledad's daughters and Judah, because he's the guy that put their father in jail. And we already know Inez does not like him out. And no matter how much Soledad is like, he's not the reason your dad's in jail, like your dad's the reason your dad's in jail, she still puts the blame on Judah. So I feel like them having to deal with their whole blended like family situation could be a whole other part of a book within itself that I'm really excited to see. But knowing that we have so much limited time, I'm like, I feel like we're not gonna get like the full experience. Like, I feel like they're gonna have like a quick come to solution, like just really fast, and that's not something that I want to see. Yeah. So I said with this, I said now I feel like the romance is gonna be rushed, and I don't want that. With Before I Let Go, it was a second chance romance, so we knew like Yasmin and, why am I blanking on her husband's name? Yasmin and her husband, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. Like, we knew that they had history, so like we had a connection with them, and like it was moving. Whereas with this book, it's a whole new, like, they don't have any prior history, so like you have to build up the foundation of the relationship, and I just don't want it to be rushed, which I feel like it's going to be rushed. With being 78% into the book, we are still not getting anywhere in the direction of them coming together as a couple, not to mention the inevitable blending of their families and the rough history Soledad's kids have with Judah. That's a whole another book. Like, that's a whole another half of a book within itself. So, I don't know. I'm trying not to, like, prejudge too hard, but yeah, the book, I'm not gonna lie, the book was getting me really mad. Like, I turned it off last night. I didn't even, like, I got to chapter 36, and seeing that Soledad was at lunch with Hendrix and Yasmin, and they were like, you are in love with this man, like, you like this man, like, date him. And she's like, no, I don't. I was like, we're not doing this. 78% into the book. Like, I'm just gonna turn off this book right now. So right now I am taking a bit of a break from the book, which, I mean, is kind of needed. Like, I do need to edit some videos and get those up, and then I'm gonna go back, but I do plan to force myself to finish it, obviously. I'm just a little mad. Like, excuse me for being a little mad. I'm hoping, like, it looks up from here. I feel like it will. Oh my god, I'm getting powder everywhere. I feel like it will, so I don't know. I think I'm more, I feel like not only am I just like waiting for this like blended family situation, I'm just anticipating her daughter's reactions when they see it. Or especially Inez. Like, Inez is a daddy's girl down bad. Like, she's not. Yeah. But now that I'm talking about this, I realize I haven't updated y'all about where I am in the book. As y'all know, I'm on 36, so some stuff that's happened. The kids have gone and seen Edward at the jail. And so the dad brought them. When she was leaving, she saw... Oh, there's a hair in this. My hair in this. Anyways, when she was leaving, she saw Amber, I think is the secretary mistress's name. pretty positive it's Amber. She saw Amber going to the jail, and the girls didn't see her. So she was like, hold on, girls. Like, I'm going to go do something real quick. And they were like, okay, whatever. And we find out that Amber had a kid with, what's his face? Edward, her ex-husband. Like, they have a son. And she was like, you know, bashing them as she should. And she told Edward, like, congrats, like, you have the son you always wanted, whatever. And when she was at the breakfast with Yasmin and Soledad, Yasmin and Hendrix, they were asking her, like, oh, are you going to introduce the kids to their brother? And she's like, no, like, I feel like that's Edward's, you know, that's his bed he has to lie in, which completely understanding. One, I'm not a mother. One, I've never been in that situation, so I don't understand it. But from a kid's point of view, it's gonna come out either way that they have a half brother, and like they're gonna want to see him and like spend a life with him, especially because in Soledad's story, her oldest sister, I keep blanking on her name, they talk about how she is technically a half sister. Anyways, I don't know. I feel like the whole like half sibling storyline is very like present in this book, and I really like it. But now like Soledad's kids are going to be in that same situation with their brother. And so I feel like Soledad's going to do the right thing and let them have a relationship with their brother, no matter how much she does not like Amanda, whatever the fuck her name is, and Edward. Like, that's their brother, so she's gonna let them have a relationship. And I don't know, y'all. I just feel like there's so much of the storyline to get into, and we're not getting there, and the book is so close to ending. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Alright guys, so this is a new setup for me. I just finished reading the last page of this book, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts, all that. If you guys shake, I'm sorry, my dog is looking at the tripod. Real quickly, Hendrix is getting her book in 2025, and I'm definitely going to get it to complete this series. But let's have a chat about This Could Be Us, because it took a turn. I really like this book, so let me start off by giving you guys my rating. I'm going to give this book a 4. It's a really good book, and I really love the story. I really love the characters. I really love the people and all of it, which is why it doesn't feel right giving it a 3, but at the same time, it wasn't my favorite story. This came right after Before I Let Go. Before I Let Go, as we all know, is 5 stars, fantastic. This book was so good. The journey that Soledad goes on was amazing. Seeing her having to deal with, like, because she was always the friend that was put together and never had, didn't have any issues, but she was always just so put together and was always able to fix things so quickly and never really make it seem like anything was wrong. So her getting put in the situation with her husband where her ex-husband, where he goes to jail, she breaks off the marriage, and now she has to take care of her 3 daughters as somebody who has been a stay-at-home mom her entire life, her entire relationship while being with Edward, and not really working or having anything like that, like having to fend for her kids, like just her alone. Was so interesting. And honestly, if the entirety of the book was just her being put in this situation and her being a mom, figuring out her situation and learning to love herself, I would have just appreciated it, the book being that in itself done, and then like sprinkling in Judah and his family dynamic a little bit and kind of somewhat hinting at them getting together at the end, like even in the epilogue. I think I would have been so happy with that. Where this fell a little short for me was the relationship aspect. Obviously, going into this book, you know it's going to be a romance. You know that it is, like, you know that her second chance is gonna, or her new romance is going to be with Judah. So knowing that in the back of your head, it's what you cannot wait to see. And I feel like it came so late in the book. I want to say around the 220 page mark. I want to say like maybe like the middle part. I don't remember exactly when they started taking the relationship into more of like a physical kind of relationship. And then it was like this much left in the book when she was like, okay, I want a relationship, because him from the very beginning, he's been saying he wants a relationship. And she was like, okay, I want a relationship. Okay, I'm gonna date him. Okay, I'm gonna blend our families. Done. That was it. And that's where it really fell flat for me. I'm going to put my Goodreads review right here, but that's where it fell flat for me. I feel like I said this earlier in the video too. I've been waiting to see the two families blend together and how that dynamic works. And it's not going to be as easy as just getting over it. Like Soledad and Inez had a conversation at the end, and she was like, I know I've been a jerk, but I'm going to give him a chance. But I want us to talk more about that. I think also being somebody who is kind of in Inez's position, like I can kind of relate to Inez and how she was feeling at that age, at that time. So I wish we could see more of the family blending. That's what I wanted so bad, was the family blending. Also, I think the reason why I couldn't give this book a full 5 stars is the fact that I did put this book down for, I want to say it might have been 2, almost 3 weeks. I did not touch this book. And the only reason why I finished it was because I was about 80% into the book, and I had pretty much edited this entire video and only had just the ending left to finish. And I really wanted to get this video up to you guys and for me. And if it wasn't for the video, I don't know if I would have finished the book. So yeah, 4 stars, great, definitely would recommend. Love the writing, love the story. The romance just fell short for me. I do love Soledad, I do love Jediah, I love Jediah, girls, Judah, look at that. Oh my god, I haven't called him Jediah since the very beginning. Wow. Anyways, I do love Soledad, I do love Judah, I love the kids, I love the family. I'm so glad that they're together. And now knowing that Hendrix is getting a book, I'm very excited to see how that's gonna go. And yeah, putting this away, let's talk about Hendrix for a second, because I did not know she was getting a book until I literally went to that last page. I'm so excited to see how that book's gonna be, because she's the friend that seems to do really good with like being either single or in a relationship. And from what we've seen from the other 2 books, is she has not had a stable relationship. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure in the first book it says that Hendrix is bisexual. I would love, if that was true, for her romance to be a sapphic romance. I'm gonna look it up really quickly to make sure if she is or not. 1 second. Alright guys, I did look it up, and it does say that she is bisexual. And now I'm gonna have to go to Kennedy Ryan's Instagram because I want to see what's the tea. Can't get enough is gonna be the name of her book. So yeah, I'm really hoping she gets a girlfriend, because I feel like Kennedy Ryan's writing is something so different when it comes to romance books that I read, that getting to read like a same-sex couple would be amazing. I don't know. And also, like, we have 2 heterosexual books. Like, homosexual book would be fun too. Anyways, I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.